So it was a business decision first and foremost, and that's all there was to it. It's given me a lot more opportunity outside of the game of golf and giving me more time with my family and my future family. So for me, that was a decision.
If ambition had a face in modern golf, it would belong to Bryson DeChambeau, the scientist, the showman, the captain who transformed LIV Golf from controversial startup into must-watch entertainment. As the 2026 season approaches, Bryson isn't just planning another year on tour. He's orchestrating something bigger. Behind the viral YouTube videos and Instagram reels are goals that could cement his legacy as one of golf's most dominant forces. Championship titles, historic achievements, a team built to crush the competition. Let's dive into exactly what Bryson DeChambeau has planned for the 2026 LIV Golf season.
The contract situation. Staying put despite the chaos.
First, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Bryson's contract with LIV Golf runs through the end of 2026, but earlier this year, multiple sources confirmed he was in advanced talks to renew early. The original plan was to lock down a new deal before the season opener in Riyadh in February. That would have given him stability and shown LIV Golf his unwavering commitment to the league. But then, December 23rd happened. Brooks Koepka quit LIV Golf.
Big news in the world of golf late last night. Five-time major champion Brooks Koepka has quit LIV Golf.
The announcement sent shockwaves through the golf world. Koepka, one of the league's biggest stars and a five-time major champion, suddenly decided to step away, citing family time as his priority. For Bryson, the timing couldn't have been more complicated. He was literally in the middle of contract negotiations when his longtime rival walked away from the league. I mean, look, it's confidential, Bryson told Flushing It in an exclusive interview. I'm not going to share too much, but the conversations are in process. We have to get to a place where both parties have a good understanding of one another. That careful wording tells you everything. Bryson's holding off on signing a new deal right now, not because he wants to leave far from it, but because Brooks' departure created uncertainty. What does it mean for LIV's future? Will more players follow? How will this affect the ongoing PGA Tour merger talks? These are questions that need answers before Bryson commits long-term. Life throws curveballs, he continued, and obviously, we saw what happened, and that was quite a shock to a lot of people. People make decisions for whatever their needs and wants are, and ultimately, you have to respect it and move on. Despite the uncertainty, Bryson made one thing crystal clear. He's not going anywhere. He's committed to LIV Golf, committed to Crushers GC, and committed to building something that lasts. The contract will get sorted. It's just a matter of timing now. And when it does, expect Bryson to be locked in for the long haul, because everything he's building points to a future firmly planted in LIV.
Teammates. Yeah. This is called teammates, right?
Crushers GC, building a dynasty. Now, this is where things get really exciting. Crushers GC isn't just Bryson's team, it's his legacy project. The squad captured the 2023 team championship in Miami, with Bryson shooting a clutch 67 in the final round to lead them to victory over the Range Goats. They came agonizingly close in 2025, losing to John Rahm's Legion 3 team in a playoff at the team championship in Michigan. That loss still stings, and it's fueling Bryson's fire heading into 2026. "We're going to be the first team to win multiple team championships," Bryson declared. "That's the goal. That's what we're building towards." The roster is staying intact, which is massive for team chemistry and continuity. Paul Casey, Charles Howell III, and Anirban Lahiri have all re-signed for 2026. These aren't just teammates, they're brothers in arms who've fought together through victories and heartbreaks. "Yes, the same guys are coming back," Bryson confirmed. "I love them to death. They're great people, great golfers." Paul Casey brings 21 professional wins and 5 Ryder Cup appearances. Charles Howell III won the very first event of the 2023 season in Mayakoba, setting the tone for their championship run. Anirban Lahiri has been the steady presence, finishing runner-up 4 times in LIV events and consistently delivering when the team needs him most. This isn't a group of hired guns. It's a tight-knit unit with genuine camaraderie. And financially, Crusher's GCA is crushing it. Bryson recently revealed the team has earned over $20 million since joining LIV, completely debunking the narrative that LIV Golf is just burning through money with no returns. The Crushers brand is growing, their social media presence is expanding, and the team is proving you can build something sustainable in this new golf landscape. From our side of the coin, the Crushers have been doing very well, Bryson said with pride. I'm always optimistic and want to see the best in people, and our team creates the most value. I'm proud of how I've been running this team and what we've done economically. In 2026, expect Crushers GC to come out swinging. They finished the 2025 season on top of the regular season standings for most of the year before falling just short in the championship. That experience, that pain of losing in a playoff, will drive them all year long. The individual championship, the missing trophy. Here's something that might surprise you. Bryson DeChambeau has never won the LIV Golf Individual Championship. He's won 3 individual events, including that legendary 58 at the Greenbrier in 2023. He's been consistently excellent, finishing inside the top 20 in 12 of 13 events during the 2025 season. But the season-long individual championship, the one that Jon Rahm just won for the 2nd straight year, that's still missing from Bryson's trophy case, and it's driving him crazy. That's the big goal for 2026, Bryson admitted. I want to be the individual champion. I want to prove I'm the best player in LIV Golf week in and week out. The statistics back up his claim that he's capable of doing it. Bryson led the league in strokes gained. Off the tee in 2025, gaining an absurd 1.58 strokes per round on the field, nearly half a stroke better than second place Jon Rahm at 1.09. His driving distance and accuracy are borderline supernatural. The problem? His wedge game. This is where, if I can get better with these wedges, I feel like I can get to the best player in the world, Bryson told Grant Horvat on his YouTube channel. That's my focus heading into 2026. Dialing in the wedges, improving the spin control, getting more consistent from 125 yards and in. Bryson's been tinkering with equipment throughout the offseason. He's testing different wedges, experimenting with new balls, and working obsessively with his team to find that perfect setup. If he can solve the wedge puzzle, and history suggests he will, then the individual championship becomes a very realistic goal. Joaquin Niemann and Jon Rahm have dominated that competition the past 2 years, but 2026 could be Bryson's turn to finally claim that crown. The Masters, chasing the green jacket. If you want to understand what drives Bryson DeChambeau, look at his Masters results over the past 2 years. Tied for 6th in 2024, tied for 5th in 2025. He's getting closer and closer to that green jacket, and he knows it. On January 6th, Bryson made a trip to Augusta National for an early practice round, studying the course, taking notes, preparing months in advance for his assault on the tournament that's eluded him his entire career. There's no question I can win the Masters, Bryson said confidently. I've been close the past 2 years. I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready at least. Over the past 2 LIV Golf seasons, Bryson ranks 3rd among all players across all tours in strokes gained, total in major championships, trailing only Scottie Scheffler and Xander Schauffele. That's elite company. His game is perfectly suited for Augusta National. He's got the length to overpower the course, and his putting has been exceptional when it matters most. Remember that 2024 US Open at Pinehurst? That 55-yard bunker shot on 18 to edge out Rory McIlroy by 1 shot? That's the kind of pressure performance that wins green jackets. The only thing standing between Bryson and Augusta glory is consistency with the wedges. and avoiding those costly mistakes. In 2025, he was in the final group with Rory McIlroy, but torpedoed his chances when he found water at the 11th hole. One bad swing cost him everything. He's not making that mistake again in 2026.
I've been visualizing every shot on that course, Bryson revealed. I know where I need to be off the tee. I know the angles I need. Now it's just about executing when the moment arrives.
If, and it's a big if, Bryson can capture the green jacket in April, it would fundamentally change his legacy. He'd become only the 6th player to complete the career Grand Slam if he eventually wins the Open Championship. More importantly, it would silence every critic who said his move to LIV Golf would hurt his major championship chances. Nothing would be sweeter than proving them all wrong at Augusta National. YouTube and building the brand. Let's talk about something that separates Bryson from every other player in professional golf: his social media empire. His YouTube channel has exploded to over 2.5 million subscribers. His Instagram following has grown to 4.2 million. He's not just a golfer anymore. He's a content creator, an influencer, a personality that transcends the sport. Phil Mickelson calls him the most charismatic, fun player to watch in the game today. That's not hyperbole. Bryson's transformed his image from the analytical, sometimes awkward scientist into someone genuinely fun to watch. The Break 50 series on YouTube with different celebrities and athletes has been a massive hit. His willingness to show vulnerability, crack jokes, and let fans see the real person behind the player has endeared him to millions. For 2026, expect even more content. Bryson's planning to document his journey through the LIV season, giving fans unprecedented behind-the-scenes access to his preparation, his struggles, and his victories. He's already filmed rounds with Donald Trump, collaborated with other sports stars, and created content that brings new eyeballs to golf. That's my goal, Bryson said when asked about his broader vision: to create this lasting legacy where we impact millions and millions of golfers' lives around the world. That should tell you everything you need to know about where my priorities are. LIV Golf recognizes his value. Bryson isn't just their star player. He's their most effective marketing tool. While Jon Rahm commanded the biggest signing bonus at $300 million and Joaquin Niemann has the most individual wins, Bryson brings something neither of them can match: reach. He's one of the few LIV players who's transcended the PGA Tour LIV divide, with fans warming to his open personality and newfound self-awareness. In 2026, don't be surprised if you see Bryson collaborating with major brands, launching new business ventures, or even expanding the Crushers GC brand into merchandise and lifestyle products. He's thinking bigger than just golf tournaments. He's building an empire. The equipment obsession continues. If you've followed Bryson's career, you know he's never satisfied with his equipment. He's constantly tinkering, testing, experimenting. For 2026, that obsession continues. He's been working with multiple manufacturers to dial in every single club in his bag. Since joining LIV in 2022, Bryson hasn't had long-term equipment obligations, which gives him complete freedom to customize his gear however he wants. In 2023, those experiments led to 2 solo LIV wins, including that record-tying 58 at the Greenbrier. In 2024, he used controversial 3D-printed Avoda prototype irons with curved faces to win his second US Open at Pinehurst. Throughout 2025, he tested LA Golf Bad V3W irons in competition before returning to his Avoda prototypes. He's mixed ping iron heads with LA Golf shafts. He's tried different drivers, different fairway woods, and tested countless golf balls to improve launch conditions and spin rates. Every detail matters when you're chasing perfection. For 2026, the focus remains on those wedges.
Goes DeChambeau, and he's popped up. course for a U.S. Open championship. Bryson DeChambeau now has 2, the second at number
2. Bryson knows his driving is elite. He's the best in the world at bombing it 340 yards down the middle of the fairway. But wedges? That's where he's losing strokes to guys like Scottie Scheffler and Xander Schauffele. If he can close that gap, everything changes. I'm working with some new wedge prototypes right now, Bryson hinted. Can't say too much yet, but I think we're onto something special. When you see me at Riyadh in February, the wedge game is going to be different. Trust me. Looking beyond 2026. Here's the thing about Bryson DeChambeau. He's not just thinking about 2026. He's thinking about 2031 and beyond. LIV Golf recently signed an extension with the Adelaide event through 2031. And when asked about where he sees LIV in 6 years, Bryson's eyes lit up. "I continue to see LIV Golf growing," he said. "It's going to grow at an exponential pace for years to come, and we aren't going anywhere." That confidence isn't blind optimism, it's based on results. LIV Golf is securing long-term venue contracts, attracting new sponsors, and building a sustainable business model. The team format is resonating with fans. The 54-hole, no-cut structure makes for compelling television every single week. And with stars like Bryson, Rahm, Neiman, and Dustin Johnson leading the way, the product on the course is undeniably elite. Bryson sees himself at the center of LIV's growth for the next decade. He's building Crusher's GC into a lasting brand. He's mentoring younger players who join the league. He's using his platform to grow the game globally. This isn't a short-term money grab for him. It's a long-term commitment to reshaping professional golf. "Creating a lasting legacy," Bryson said when asked about his ultimate goal. "That's what matters. Winning tournaments is great. Making money is great. But impacting millions of lives? That's what I'll be remembered for." Conclusion. So there you have it. Bryson DeChambeau's plans for the 2026 LIV Golf season are ambitious, multifaceted, and completely in line with who he is as a person. Win the individual championship. Capture a second team championship with Crusher's GC. Finally win that green jacket at Augusta. Continue building his social media empire. Perfect his equipment. And through it all, cement his legacy as one of the most influential figures in modern golf. The contract situation with LIV will get resolved. Brooks Koepka's departure created some temporary uncertainty, but Bryson's commitment to the league has never wavered. When he eventually signs that extension, it'll be one of the most significant moments for LIV Golf moving forward. Because if Bryson DeChambeau is all in, then LIV Golf's future is secure. Will he achieve everything he set out to accomplish in 2026? Time will tell. But if there's one thing we've learned about Bryson over the years, it's this: never bet against the scientist when he's locked in on a goal. He's obsessive, relentless, and willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. The 2026 season starts in Riyadh on February 5th, and Bryson DeChambeau will be ready. What do you think? Can Bryson finally win the individual championship and the Masters in the same year? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.